In Sudan's Abyei region, access to water is a major source of tension between two distinct communities. This tension has sometimes escalated into conflict, and water remains a hot political issue. Nearly 95,000 Misriya pastoralists live in Muglad city. Muglad lies to the north of Abyei, a region rich in grazing land and coveted by both the Misriya Arabs and Dinka Ngak communities. During the dry season between April and June, nomads begin a perilous search for water, journeying deep into southern Abyei. For Haj Fatima, traveling for hours on a donkey searching for water and pasture is a way of life, regardless of the dangers that may lie ahead.
We have no water in this area. We can walk up to 2 hours away to get some water.
A few boreholes have been built in the area and are a brief stop for the pastoralists and their herds, but the water is not enough.
We have 4 water stations. They produce around 20,000 gallons per hour. However, in eastern Mugland, the productivity is very low and does not exceed more than 3,000 gallons. The people here need more than 50,000 gallons.
As the Misriya Arabs push further south, they encounter the Dinka Ngak, who have kinship with the Dinka people of South Sudan. Over the years, tensions between the two communities have escalated into violence. Sudanese forces from the north and south have periodically clashed, leaving behind a trail of death, destruction, and shattered lives. Many residents have often had to flee and live for lengthy periods in camps for the internally displaced. Deng Mathak, a welder, is of the Dinka community.
Our businesses were going very well before the fighting, but during the fighting, all our businesses were destroyed. Everything was burnt and nothing was left. We are starting all over again.
The question of who governs Abyei has long been in dispute. Both South Sudan's independence referendum and a vote on whether Abyei will be part of the North or South were promised in the 2005 peace deal that ended more than 2 decades of civil war. But the Abyei vote did not take place, and now both Northern and Southern Sudan are claiming the oil-producing border area of Abyei. As the July date for the formal cessation of South Sudan inches closer, the issue over who will control the region is likely to be hotly contested. The two communities took their dispute to the International Court of Arbitration in The Hague last year. But before a ruling was made, some of the Misriya Arabs said they did not think a decision could be made that would be acceptable to both sides. Kabashi Al-Tom Kabashi is a Misriya chief.
I have been staying with the Dinka Ngok and the Misriya people, both sides. I know them very well. And if the court is going to rule for the Dinka people, it will cause a problem. And if it is the Misriya, it will be a double problem altogether. Because I know these two tribes will never give up the rights simply.
Pastoralists say tensions between the Misriya and the Dinka are delaying their migration and causing them to live a very Spartan and gypsy lifestyle.
Our cattle are now supposed to be in the south, but have not gone because of tensions. We would like the government to build us a hospital and water point, and this will help with the basic needs.
Some of the pastoralists' cattle escape and die during migration, but the Misriya say they cannot change their way of life despite the many hurdles they face.